back to another video. Today, I'll be showing my 2025 gun collection, what I've collected so far. So we'll just start with the first one here. This was my first ever gun. I got this on my 16th birthday, or on Christmas, right after my 16th birthday. I got it with my own money from working at a fireworks stand. And my mom had to buy it for me, obviously. But she was able to transfer it to me because she's my legal guardian, and that's how that whole system works. Which I'm really happy the system works like that. I can have handguns or not handguns, rifles and shotguns, just not handguns yet. But yeah, this was my first ever rifle. The 22. It is a Axis or a Savage Axis 5, I think, 5.2. I don't know. It had a long name, but it's a little rusty. The barrel didn't come coated, but the action was fine. But yeah, it was really accurate. Still is. It just one of the ejector pins broke, which is a really common problem with this model of rifles. But it still shoots. You just have to take a knife and pull the shell out. But you know, it is what it is. But this was my first gun, and I loved this thing forever. I still do. It's my first gun. I'm gonna keep it forever. I need to repair it and fix it, you know. But yeah, this was my first gun. This was my second gun. I got this the Christmas after, so not when I turned 17. Oh no, I got this gun when I turned 15 actually. Yeah. But I got this the Christmas after, so I got this when I turned 16. I had it backwards. I got this when I turned 16. This is the Ruger Precision 22, Ruger Precision rimfire. This one's a 22 long rifle. I wanted the 22 Magnum, but they didn't have it, so I just got this one. And this thing's even more accurate than this. It's a sub-MOA rifle at hundreds of yards. You can stretch this thing out to 120 because it's a 22, so you don't have a lot of length. But it used to have a little comb where you could put your face, you know, cheek weld that was adjustable, but it broke because it was plastic. And yeah, right now I have a Triton Star Strike IR scope. It's going to end up going on this rifle right here. But yeah, this was my second gun. Has a threaded barrel. And yeah, I still shoot this thing all the time. It's in one of my more recent videos as well, my last video. But yeah, I love this gun. My second ever gun. And I also got it with my own money from, what was that? That was from working at my mom's shop and Christmas money. But this is my first shotgun. You notice how incredibly light it is. Oh, it doesn't matter. It's a steel gun, you know, it's not made out of any carbon. I can hit it against things on accident. But yeah, this was my first shotgun. It was gifted to me by my papa. Sorry, it's drywall, don't worry. Everything is drywall. But yeah, this was my first shotgun. It's a 20 gauge. This is my pheasant hunting shotgun. He gave it to me when I let him go pheasant hunting at my house. And it was my first time ever pheasant hunting, so I went with him. Didn't get anything that day. I've only got one pheasant ever, so I've only gone pheasant hunting twice. But yeah, this thing's incredibly light. Like ridiculously light. It weighs 2 or 3 pounds. Even loaded, it weighs like 4 pounds. Maybe 3 pounds. But yeah, it's extremely maneuverable, extremely light. And it holds 5 shells without the tube plug in, once the tube plug is out right now in case there's a wild emergency where I need a 20 gauge. But yeah, I love this thing. This is my first shotgun. I put hundreds of rounds through this thing. These first two are the guns I've put thousands of rounds through both of these. This gun's probably had about 1,500. This one's had probably 2,000, 3,000 rounds through it. And they both, other than this one losing its ejector pin, which is a common problem with that one. But this one I've put probably 300 rounds through it with 20 gauge, and that's a lot for a shotgun. And it's a good amount for a shotgun. But yeah, and it's fine. It's great. Oh, and I got both of these from Brownells. These I both got from Brownells because I live very close to Brownells, like 20 miles or so. And this one was gifted to me by my papa. It's a TriStar Arms. The people don't like TriStars because they're cheaper, even though this shotgun was over $1,000. But it's very dependable, very nice, very light. This is the lightest. This is lighter than this is lighter than this 22. And it's lighter than this 22 without the scope on, which is this one's feather light. And it's even lighter than my AR here. So that'll be the last one. That's my most recent gun. But okay, that's the shotgun, the 20 gauge. And this is my first and only 12 gauge so far. This is my SKB 400T, RS 400T, sorry. This is my trap shotgun. I want to get back, I did trap for 1 year. My mom got me this. It was expensive, $1,300. Very grateful for it. We could not afford that. But yeah, I love this thing. Holds 4 rounds, but you're supposed to have a plug in it. In trap, you only put 1 round in at a time. But yeah, this thing, it has a massive 30-inch barrel. It's huge. I've been shooting slugs out of it more than anything. Took the choke out. But it's very expensive. Everything's adjustable. Cone's adjustable. This length here adjustable. It can go back, and go sideways. It's just very expensive. But I've hit lots of clays with this thing. I love it. It's pretty light, honestly. Right now it's fully loaded with 1-ounce slugs. And it's like 6 or 7 pounds, maybe? 5, 6, 7 pounds? Probably about 7 pounds. It's very light. Very light for me, at least. But yeah, this is my first 12 gauge. My only 12 gauge right now. And I love it. I mean, it puts holes in things, you know. And I had great success with it with shooting clays. I never hit a perfect thing on clays yet. I've only done trap for 1 year. I joined really late in trap shooting, but I love trap shooting. I want to do it again this year. But I didn't even get to go to state or like even more than 1 match last year because my grades were so bad. But now I have to do online, so my grades are still not good. But we're not gonna talk about that. This is my most recent gun. This is my Palmetto State Armory PA-15. Basically what the PA-15 is, it's just their AR-15 variant. It's just cheap, nice, reliable AR-15. This one was $600 because it's on sale. It's normally an $1,000 AR, so this is one of the more expensive ones. So this is like a good, like this is a real good one that you're not gonna have issues with, and I've never had any issues with it. I would have some feeding stuff at first, that's because it wasn't oiled and it wasn't broken in yet, but now it's okay. Sorry, I went going down there in Sugar Guard. But yeah, I love this thing. This is my current go-to rifle for most things. You know, it's 300 blackout. It's a really big round. It's not as fast as 5.56, but I actually got this for deer hunting because it's actually getting one of these, even though it's a $1,000 gun that I got on sale, it's actually cheaper than getting a 300 blackout bolt action. So I need to get a little 5-round magazine for this, so I go deer hunting with it, because I'm only going to use the 1 round, you know. People probably say it's like, you deer hunt with an AR, you must miss so much. It's like, no, you use 1 bullet. It's just, this is so much cheaper, and it's more reliable and a little bit more accurate than some of these modern bolt guns that are at the same price point, because $600 is pretty cheap for a bolt gun that you're going to be using for accuracy. But this thing's really accurate. Right now I have it zeroed for under 30 yards, you know, for emergency situations. But I could zero, it has these Magpul and bust sights. I could zero it all the way up to probably 200-300 yards, and I think I could hit accurately with this thing. But I love it. It has black tips in it right now, which are 125 grain rounds that are polymer tipped, and they offer maximum expansion. They expand pretty big. If you want to see expansion from a black tip and from a full metal jacket, check out my latest video. I had the little thing pop up so you can watch that. I shoot the 22, 12 gauge, and the Sterner blackout through multiple boards of wood to test the expansion, and we got some really cool results out of that. But yeah, this is my current gun collection. Obviously I want way more. I want at least 1,000 guns before I kick the bucket, which sounds crazy, but when I do eventually die, my children or even grandchildren will be able to sell a lot of the firearms, and they'll be worth probably millions of dollars in total, you know. Because guns, they really don't get cheaper. Like, this shotgun is only going to get more expensive if I just continue all of them, if I maintain them properly. This one's probably a little more cheaper. It has some damage on it because it's made, the back's made out of wood, and the back goes flying off after about 60 rounds. Terrible design. I don't know why they designed something that's known to do that. Even with Loctite, it does that. But you can't really Loctite these because you have to adjust the cone because sometimes your hold changes. But yeah. Thank you for listening to my yapping if you made it this far. Leave a comment that says, 12 gauge if you made it this far. That's how I'll know. I'll like your comment and heart it if you comment 12 gauge. So I know you watched all the way to the end. Watching all the way to the end means so much. But thank you guys for watching. Have a great day, great afternoon, great night, great morning even. And see you.